I now call to order a special session of the Lake Havasu Unified School District Governing Board on March 11th, 2025. Now for roll call.
Lisa Ramon,
Here.
Evelyn Tinsley,
Here.
Matt Houston,
Here.
and David Rose.
Here. We will now have a moment of silent prayer and private reflection. Amen. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Item 2.1, approval of the agenda. Need a motion
I move to approve the agenda.
and a second?
I second that.
Lisa Ramon,
Yes.
Evelyn Tinsley,
Yes.
Matthew Houston,
Yes.
David Rose.
Yes. All right, item 3.1, executive session. I'm going to ask at this time if any of our governing board members would like to go into executive session in regards to the contract.
At this time, I'm good.
I didn't hear what you said.
At this time, I am good with my decision on how to proceed, so I'm ready to proceed.
Me too.
Okay. At this time, we are here today in regards to a contract with Dr. Melissa Skinner as interim superintendent of the Lake Havasu City Unified School District. Just to clarify some rumors that are being spread around the community, this board has not terminated Dr. Rebecca Stone. We've not asked her to leave. Dr. Stone is an amazing leader, an amazing superintendent. She has asked for FMLA based on a family matter, and we are looking forward to Dr. Rebecca Stone returning to her position as the superintendent of this district. She has asked for some time for her family, so we have given that to her based on the situation. I do have a statement. There has been some community concerns that this board does take serious in regards to Dr. Melissa Skinner and her time in Crook County. I just want to share with everyone here, I know some of the documents, unfortunately, are not public. Do I disagree with that process? I do. I think you all should be able to see the letters of recommendation, all the things that the board sees. Unfortunately, that's not the process. But I can tell you that she came highly recommended, even from the previous board of which she served, from the two senior board members. And I want to share members that serve on each side of the aisle and who valued her leadership. Dr. Skinner came to that district in a very troubled time, is one of the letters shared and the paper had shared with you after hearing some of that information. I do have a public statement from Dr. Skinner that I'm going to share with this on record today, and this was a statement that she gave in regards to what took place in Crook County. So that way it just kind of kills the drama that is going on. So it says, public statement, Dr. Melissa Skinner. I'm writing to address recent developments regarding my decision to accept an early and mutual separation and provide clarity on the circumstances surrounding this decision. First and foremost, I want to assure our community that my actions and decisions have always been guided by a commitment to ensuring our scholars receive the highest level of academic excellence. As a superintendent, it is my duty to analyze data, make informed decisions, and prioritize what is best for the growth and success of our students. I have done that in every step of the way since I have accepted this position. The release of state assessment scores, along with the daily observations of instructional practices, underscored the need for significant changes in literacy practices and overall academic strategies. Specifically, Steins Pillar Elementary experienced a 12% decline in ELA and a 14% decline in math performance during the 2023-2024 school year. At the district level, third grade ELA state testing scores showed a 12.6% decline with an overall proficiency rate of just 35%. These outcomes make it clear that we must reevaluate and implement measures to support our scholars in becoming proficient and confident readers and learners. As the above is part of the public record, I expected the community to be supportive in the actions I took to strengthen and enhance the learning environment for the students. I understand that potential reassignments and restructuring decisions may not always be met with unanimous approval. However, these actions are part of my contractual obligations and responsibilities. While I cannot disclose confidential personal information, I want to emphasize that all decisions were based upon evidence with the district's best interest in mind. With regard to the allegations of quid pro quo hiring or nepotism, I want to provide clarity on these matters now that I am leaving the district. The claim of quid pro quo is entirely unfounded. During my hiring process in March, it would have been impossible for me to foresee that a transportation position would become vacant in November or that a board member would later express interest in applying. All decisions regarding this matter were made in full compliance with district policies. From my vantage point, the decision to hire Jessica Brumble as transportation manager was based on committee's objective evaluation of all the candidates. Regarding allegations of nepotism, it is important to note that the hiring process for the position in question was managed by the Human Resources Department while I was not yet physically present in the district. A campus committee conducted interviews and selected the candidate they deemed the best fit for the role. Furthermore, the board reviewed and approved this hiring during a public meeting as part of the agenda, and no concerns were raised at that time. I remain committed to transparency in all decisions and processes. After careful reflection and discussion, the decision to pursue a mutual separation has been reached. While I believe that the complaints against me are based in endo and lack of factual basis, I understand that my trust in the community and the community's trust in me has been damaged. This outcome allows for a transition that prioritizes the district's continued focus on academic excellence and growth while representing all parties involved and respecting all parties involved. I appreciate the relationship which me and my family have established in Crook County, and I am grateful for the opportunity to help students grow academically. Sincerely, Dr. Melissa Skinner. So I wanted to share that with you to help clarify and clear up some of the allegations, and we all understand that whenever you're reading a news story, you don't always get the full story or the full picture. This board is committed to protecting this district. This board is committed to protecting our teachers and our staff and our students, and we will ensure today that continues. She has made it very clear that she is not coming to do anything in the district that Dr. Stone does not ask her to do. She's made it very clear that she is simply coming to serve our district in a time of need while Dr. Stone is out. So at this time, I move open to the board. Yeah. Now we have 3.2, possible action on the item 3.1, and that would be on the contract.
Yeah, I've reviewed the contract. Our attorney did a great job. It covers all the bases. It's well within the standards for this type of contract in this position. I'm comfortable with it. Melissa Skinner was a wonderful candidate. I think her resume and all the recommendations for her put her as a person that's going to come into this district and help us rather than hurt us. This is an interim position. I do believe that she will be an asset, though, so I would hope to find through the proper, open up the hiring process. I do hope that she ends up staying. But at this time, I'm ready to vote.
Okay, any other discussion?
We don't actually have a motion though yet.
Yeah, we would.
Discussion.
Yeah, any discussion for
Okay.
any other board members?
Yes. So first of all, I did want to say thank you for what you said about Dr. Stone. She is still our superintendent. She is on leave, and I know that sometimes leave is used as a cover story for other circumstances. But in this case, she is taking a legitimate leave. There is no cover story, or if there is, it's so undercover that I don't even know about it. And I've had a very close working relationship with Dr. Stone for 5 years. So I think she would disclose to me if there was something else going on. I appreciate what you said about how Dr. Skinner views her job as working with Dr. Stone. Are you okay with us saying publicly what the time frame of the contract is?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Sorry.
So the beginning date would be March 31st, and the end date of this interim contract would be September 30th of 2025. And then the only other thing I wanted to say, so I do intend to vote no for her approval as our interim superintendent. My vote is not so much a comment on Dr. Skinner herself, but it's more of a procedural objection. I feel like in filling this spot of interim superintendent, we overlooked some potential candidates, and the hiring process was not as open and as transparent as I would have liked. And I do understand that we were working with a time frame where we wanted to fill the position quickly, but I still feel like internally we overlooked some people who are immensely qualified for the job and were not even considered.
All right, thank you. And just to kind of to speak to Member Ramon's remarks, is our district is already short, especially in our director's positions. So in just seeking wisdom, not just from this superintendent, but from other people in education, the majority of the board felt that it was not wise to appoint someone that is already stretched. And so, but your feelings are noted, and we're ready to move forward.
So at this time, I move to approve the contract with Melissa Skinner for the interim superintendent position.
A second.
Lisa Roman,
No.
Evelyn Tinsley,
Yes.
Matthew Houston,
Yes.
David Rose.
Yes. All right, and
I move to adjourn.
I need a motion. Second.
I'll second.
Lisa Roman,
Yes.
Evelyn Tinsley,
Yes.
Matthew Houston,
Yes.
David Rose.
yes, meeting adjourned. Thank you for being here.